Minister N. Biren declares to fight all allegations raised by MPS officer Thongnauzam Brinda against BJP-led state government in the court of law. And India reports 28,498 new confirmed COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 23,727. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Afternoon News. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA with the top stories and latest news at this hour. Chief Minister Thongnauzam Biren has declared to fight all allegations charged by MPS officer Thongnauzam Brinda against the BJP-led state government in the court of law. Speaking to media at Chief Minister's Secretariat in Babupara today, Chief Minister N. Biren refuted all charges against the BJP government mentioned by T.H. Brinda in her affidavit submitted to the court in connection with her criminal contempt case. In the affidavit, the respondent NPS officer had mentioned that she was pressurized by a BJP leader to release the accused drug lord Lukhosai Joe, and she allegedly termed the BJP government's campaign against drug as mere political deception on her social media post. Chief Minister N. Biren reiterated that the government is dedicated to uproot drug menace from the state and that no drug traffickers will be ever spared at any cost. He asserted that the BJP government will continue to spearhead its wars against drug.
Drug lord वगैरह any वगैरह फार भी मयाम से कोई गवर्नमेंट ने तौर का फाव हर का फान बनी चार्जशीट थागल भी मयाम से चार्जशीट थागलो हर का थागल बनी चार्जशीट मतम साधन थागल लम्दबा मतम दा ममांगा डिले तौरम्बा अदु लरुमल मयाम दो लोइना स्ट्रीमलाइन तौर का war on drugs है कोई BJP led गवर्नमेंट ने सत्ता फाल भी मयाम कोई न फान बनी चार्जशीट मयाम थागल भी कोई गवर्नमेंट ने तौर का थागल बनी अनु चार्जशीट थागल का कोर्ट योगुर के दिमाग कोर्ट की मठों ने कोई न मदे पुटिंग जल बोया दे तो मयाम कमेंट भी हर है ना stringent oi bandi pihaning ena madui matang si masigi ek se koi state khatana semba ngambra or center gi leiba na ko ga mai leina ek to da adu da gi state government amend to ngambra to yam kanna law department ro ga yengjali hena akan ba stringent oi ba drug lalon ba sing da dandi pina na bodo praja mayam na ingon yam har ko leigre media gi friend mayam su session to gi ko leigre ai soidna yengani adu ka khoi gi drug war on drug continue to gini kanamata spear to roi party gi oigera marup oigera imung oigera any official oigera kana gumamata we have to save the generation.
Health Minister Lampolapam Jayantakumar, Water Resource Minister led by Hawkip, and Travel Affairs Minister NKSC have resumed their official duties after a hiatus following recent political tussle in the BJP-led coalition state government. According to Impact News sources, Ministers L. Jayantakumar and led by Hawkip joined their office from yesterday. It may be mentioned that Deputy Chief Minister Yamnam Joy Kumar resumed his office duty on July 7. Current political development hints towards extension of support from the 4 NPP legislatures to the BJP-led coalition state government. Four people, including 3 CRPF personnel and 1 civilian, have tested COVID-19 positive in Jiribam district. The infected persons have been brought to Imphal for treatment. In a telephonic conversation with Impact News, Chief Medical Officer of Jiribam district, Dr. E. Okendro, said that the infected CRPF personnel arrived from Bihar. They reached 3 Assam from Bihar by flights on different dates and reached Jiribam by a roadway. The personnel have been quarantining themselves at 87th CRPF battalion camped in Uchathold, Jiribam, while the infected civilian arrived from Mizoram on July 9th and has been serving quarantine period at Jiribam Higher Secondary School in Babupara. Their samples were among those over 100 samples tested yesterday for coronavirus using rapid antigen test kits. Their test report came out late in the night. Meanwhile, sources said that the COVID care center being set up at Model School in Jiribam, Harinagar, will take 3 more days to be ready for treating COVID-19 patients. Manipur State Sumang Council has expressed gratitude to Chief Minister Nongthoman Birent and top officials of the Art and Culture Department for fulfilling some of their demands. Lifetime Secretary of Manipur State Sumang Council, S.H. Hemanta, and convener of Theatre Centre Manipur, Padmasri Naba Warepa, in a joint press release said that artists had unanimously come up with a 10-point charter of demands for the welfare of artists, and they had submitted the same to the Chief Minister and Birent. They expressed happiness that government has started releasing family pension, artist pension, scholarship, and 2018-19 recognition grant of art and culture out of their 10 demands. It's time for a commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases, national and sports news. Keep watching Impact News.
Ichabu mahitam hanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudolni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjaningai oiraba, mahei tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi chunaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Icha singbu admission tawiduna mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chat sajat ki ahombadu ubiu. Slopland Public School, KANGUJAM.
Banthoibi Group of Companies presents Banthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by National Housing Bank, wholly owned by Reserve Bank of India, provide subsidized home loan under PMAY-CLS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Banthoibi Microfin deals with microfinance activities only. Banthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loan against fixed deposit, loan against property, etc. Banthoibi Constructions Private Limited facilities. Booking started for real estate residential projects of flats, villas or row houses, etc. For more details, kindly contact Banthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies, Uripok Taurangbam Leitlai, Imphal.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Afternoon News. India has reported 28,498 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's confirmed cases have crossed 9 lakhs mark, out of which 3,11,565 are active cases. Death toll has reached 23,727 and recoveries are 5,71,460. Country's recovery rate stands at 63.03%. Maharashtra is on the top with more than 1 lakh active cases. Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR) said that a total of 2,86,247 tests of coronavirus samples were conducted by various laboratories in the country in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected about 1,32 lakhs people. Over 5,75,000 people have died, and recoveries are over 77 lakhs so far. USA is on the top with over 17,91,000 active cases and total deaths above 1,38,000. India is at 3rd place in the world. Total active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states, including Manipur, have crossed 8,700 mark in the last 24 hours. Assam total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 17,807, out of which 6,348 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 878, out of which 538 are active cases. Arunachal Pradesh confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 387, out of which 239 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed cases have reached 2,093, out of which 602 are active cases. There are 66 active cases in Sikkim, 82 in Mizoram, and a total of 238 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya. Delhi got its second plasma bank today, with Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inaugurating the facility at the state-run Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan Hospital for treatment of COVID-19 patients. The Chief Minister had inaugurated the first such facility at a state-run Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences on July 2. Inaugurating the facility, Chief Minister Kejriwal said that plasma therapy is helpful in saving lives, though it might not be 100% successful. He said plasma has played a role in reducing COVID-19 death rate in Delhi. COVID-19 patients between 18 and 60 and weighing not less than 50 kg can donate their plasma 14 days after recovery. However, women who have been pregnant at some time in their life, people with diabetes, hypertension, cancer survivors, those with chronic heart, liver, lungs and kidney diseases and high blood pressure cannot donate plasma. In Assam, all the major rivers, including the Brahmaputra, are in spate. Flood water caused major damages to infrastructures, including embankment and destroyed crops. Nearly 22 lakhs people are affected due to surging water in 22 districts. 45,000 people are shifted to relief camps. 95% areas of the Kaziranga National Park are underwater. Chief Minister Sarvananda Sonowal, Union Minister Rameshwar Teli and Water Resource Minister Keshav Mahanta are visiting flood and erosion hit Jonai today. The Chief Minister will hold 2 review meetings at Jonai, one with Water Resource Department and the other with Dhemazi District Administration. At least one worker was injured after a major fire broke out following an explosion at a pharmaceutical unit near Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh on Monday night. Officials said that the incident triggered panic among the residents in the Paravada area as it came just over a couple of months after the stearine vapor leak in the LG Polymers plant in the region. According to sources, an explosion was first heard at Pharma City, following which there was a huge fire. The incident is said to have occurred in the Coastal Waste Management Project, a unit of Ramki Solvents. Cause of the incident is not yet known. Then the fire and emergency services personnel could not immediately reach the spot as the blaze has engulfed the area. Last month, a gas leak incident in one of the companies in the Pharma City left 2 workers dead and 4 injured. Now the sports news. West Indies has defeated England by 4 wickets in the first test match at Rose Bowl Cricket Stadium. In the first inning of the first test match, host England scored 204 runs with 10 wickets down, while West Indies scored 318 runs with 10 wickets down in the first inning. In the second inning, England scored 313 runs with 10 wickets down and led with 200 runs. West Indies managed to score 200 runs with 6 wickets down to win the first test match by 4 wickets. West Indies bowler Shannon Gabriel was adjudged man of the match. The 2 countries will face their second test match at Old Trafford Cricket Ground on July 16. Indian Super League under the aegis of All India Football Federation will kick off on November 21, while the I-League will commence from the first week of December. 10 football teams will compete in ISL and 12 teams in I-League. For the convenience of support staff, referees and match officials in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, Executive Council of the All India Football Federation has decided to organize the I-League match in Kolkata and the ISL in Goa. Works related to transfer of inter-club district players to District Sports Association and District Football Association and provision of loans for sport persons are underway at All Manipur Football Association office near Imphal Polo Ground since July 8. AMFA will carry out such activities between 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. till July 31st. The association in a press release informs that 9 sports persons, including 2 women, have visited the office so far. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju today interacted with youth affairs and sports ministers and senior officials of 17 states and union territories over video conference to plant a collaborative roadmap to further sports and youth-related activities across the country. During the meeting, the activities undertaken during COVID-19 pandemic were also reviewed. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren declares to fight all allegations raised by MPS officer Thaunazam Brinda against BJP-led state government in the court of law. And India reports 28,498 new confirmed COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 23,727. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.
मियाम की तमक नुंगाइरब